Welcome to Baby's Birthday. Each show joins a mum-to-be and counts down to the birth of their baby, revealing all the drama, laughter and tears involved in giving birth. Because let's be honest, giving birth is never a walk in the park. To help chart each birth, this is the Baby's Birthday Clock. It's there to count down to each mum's due date. And once labour kicks off, the clock kicks in and times the birth so you know exactly how long each mum's been in labour, whether it's 2 hours or a whopping 20 hours. All the action of the birth is boiled down into a half-hour show. So, we'd better crack on.
Oh, God. That's it.
Today we're following Angela Walker and her partner Andy for the birth of their second child, but it's not plain sailing.
So I kept saying to the midwife, is this baby moving, is it moving? And they kept saying, yeah, it's moving, Angie, it's moving, keep on pushing.
Angela and Andy already have a 22-month-old son called Joe, and they're well on their way with number 2.
Very different personalities, very different characters, myself and Andy. I'm the one who's a bit more bolshy, whereas Andy's the one who's very reserved, he's a lot more laid back than me. And when we found out I was pregnant the first time, I lost 2 babies before I had Joseph. So that was quite traumatic. So Joe's a very special little boy to us, really.
Andy lived alone right up until the moment he brought Angela and baby Joe back from the hospital. So fatherhood first time round was something of a shock.
But when Joe was born, he had absolutely no idea of fatherhood. Because he'd been a bachelor for such a long time, really, and living on his own and doing his own thing, and he didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to change a nappy, he didn't know how to hold the baby. Now he's fantastic, because now Joe's getting to the age now where he's nearly almost 2 and he's nearly talking. So we do complement each other very, very well. We are, different characters, but we get along extremely well, and he's a very, very good father. But I think it's really important that you have a sibling to grow up with. Granted, it wasn't planned, this pregnancy. So I didn't really, contemplate on having one so soon, because obviously Joe's only 22 months old and he's only a baby yet, as such. But I think it'll be nice that they grow up together and they can play together.
Angela's first labour was a long drawn-out affair. Well past her due date, she was repeatedly induced. Even after a 17-hour labour, baby Joe still didn't come out without a fight. It ended with a ventouse delivery that left both mum and baby battered and bruised.
Well, no, I'm not so bad about having the epidural, really, or anything like that. I just hope it's a bit quicker.
Yeah.
I hope I go naturally as far as I don't have to get induced, or...
You don't have the trauma.
And I don't have to get, the ventouse or the forceps.
Because it was awful last time, I was so upset.
History's repeating itself and Angela is once again overdue. At the hospital, she needs to be given a clean bill of health if she's to buy extra time and postpone being induced. But the doctors are concerned to find out her blood pressure's high and protein in her water. Not good signs.
I've just spoken to the consultant and he wants you to come in this evening.
Oh, fabulous. That's just what I wanted to hear. Right.
So if you go home and get your stuff and then come back to M4 ward.
Right.
And they'll hopefully have the results of your blood test by then.
Okay. I knew this would happen.
Andy takes Angela to hospital and fears a rerun of the last labour.
I know what she went through last time, so I really wasn't looking forward to it for her. Plus also concerned for the baby. Just the actual thought that something might be wrong with Angie and the baby, that they actually was going to induce her that night, when previously in the evening they'd said that they would only induce her if something was wrong, so I was really worried.
Andy was with me while I was being monitored. He took me to hospital and then he stayed for a couple of hours with me, and then about 9:30 I sent him packing. I said, you may as well go home because nothing's really happening. I said, so expect a phone call.
Using the last labour experience to guide him, Andy thinks they're in for a long haul and goes straight home to save his strength for later. The doctors are so concerned by Angela's headaches and high blood pressure, they have plans to induce her straight away.
And when they monitored me, they noticed the baby's heartbeat was quite fast, really. There was no contractions, waters hadn't broken or anything like that, but the baby's heartbeat was a little bit fast. And then I progressed into like a headache. I got quite a bad headache and felt very nauseous. And the midwife looked quite worried, so she went to see the doctor, and the doctor came to see me, and I had an internal. And I think it was about 3 centimetres at that point, really.
Angela's already on her way naturally, so she doesn't need to be induced. But the doctor's concerns still remain, so they break her waters to speed things along.
So I'm really glad that I've gone more natural than getting induced, really. Feel a lot happier. And hopefully they're hopeful that this baby is going to be coming out sometime tonight. And it's now 3:05 in the morning.
Fantastic news for Angela, but there's another issue, this one closer to home.
When I went down to the delivery suite, a lady, a midwife, approached me and said, "Oh, Angie, I don't mind looking after you, but..." And I just thought, oh my God, go on, something's gone wrong. She said, "I'm your neighbour." I went, "Oh, okay."
Sandra, her midwife, lives just 3 doors away. What a way to meet your neighbour.
The doctor came in and brought me waters, and then the contractions really started to come in. So I had some gas and air, which sent me as high as a kite, and I was just loopy, really loopy for about 10-15 minutes. But then the contractions were really quite strong. So I opted for the epidural.
The epidural is the most effective pain relief on offer, but it does have a number of side effects, one being constant itching. It's quite common, affecting 1 in 4 women, and even has a name, pariatis.
Itching everywhere. I scratch myself to death, and I can't feel that for my body to scratch. So when I scratch it, I can't bloody feel it. It's like everywhere's itching. When I scratched myself, I couldn't feel myself scratching. So it was a really quite odd sensation, really. But my boobs were itchy, and my arms were itchy, and everything was just itching off from this epidural, you know. So a combination of that and contractions, I was kind of going a bit nuts. I was like, get this baby out, get it over with quick, because I was just itching everywhere, you know. And like I said, I was scratching and scratching, but couldn't feel anything. So it was quite odd.
Angela has been put on a drip. Epidurals have a tendency to slow down labour, so expectant mums are 3 times more likely to need a drip to give their contractions a kick start, and Angela's kick off almost instantly.
Oh yes, it is coming back. As soon as I had the drip, which was on quite low, the contractions just within 5 minutes just really started again, really strong. Oh, it's coming back. Oh yeah, well, it's definitely starting again. And it's coming back again now. So they seem to be speeding up, don't they?
Whilst the drip has sped up labour, it's also slowed down the baby's heartbeat. This is the baby's heartbeat between contractions, a healthy 120 beats per minute. But during contractions, it tumbles to just 75. The midwife is quick to spot the problem and turns off the drip.
It's still not an awful lot happened, but as soon as I put it up to 4, it seemed like, I don't like it as much. Just give it 10 minutes or 2. Yeah. It's nice and reactive, and the baseline's lovely. It's not tachycardic or anything like that.
But apparently the baby's heartbeat was really dipping, but I wasn't aware of any of this up until maybe the last 15-20 minutes. That she said that it was nothing to worry about, but apparently the baby's heartbeat was slowing down.
Because these contractions are coming a bit more frequent, it's just not liking it, and his heartbeat's dropping with the contractions. Yeah. There's nothing really to panic about it, but it's just a warning sign.
Right.
So I've slowed that down again.
Right. It's coming back again now.
Yeah, coming back again. It sometimes happens that you get it quite high, but it's not very low.
The midwife was a bit concerned, Sandra, because I could feel the contractions quite strong, because it was like a very, very intense period, like a dragging pain. And then she went and got, must be a conventional method, of an ice cube. She wrapped it in a glove, and then they started to kind of put it on my abdomen as to where I could feel the cold. And it was odd, it was different on both sides.
Cool. Tell me what it feels like that.
No.
Let me ask you.
The ice cube is used to see if the epidural is wearing off.
No, not really. No.
Different from that side?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This side feels
It
cold.
feels colder.
Right, and that side doesn't.
Now it feels cold.
Thinking she has a long way to go, Angela's considering having her epidural topped up. Remember, she was only 3 centimetres dilated less than 4 hours ago. But when the doctor examines her, she is shocked to hear the magic words every woman in labour wants to hear. You're 10 centimetres and fully dilated.
I'm fuller? Yes. Am I? Yes. I took such a long time to dilate with Joe that I wasn't expecting this. I mean, hence I sent Andy home anyway, because I wasn't expecting it at all. So when she said to me, "You're fully dilated, you can start to push," it was like, oh my God, how fast was this? How did I dilate so quickly? You're a star. Bloody hell, it's so nice, my own.
Man, I was on for about 10 minutes and the phone went telling me to get my skates back on because she was ready to start, so that was a real shock because she'd had such a long labour last time, so I was back to the house and back at the hospital within the hour.
Because I could feel my womb kind of contracting. I couldn't feel any pressure from the baby, I don't suppose. But I could just feel this contraction. I remember saying to Sandra, I really want to push, and she's saying, don't push, because Andy's not arrived. Just chill out for a minute. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Coming up, Angela's ready for the big push, but where's Andy? And will he make it back in time for baby's arrival? We're back with Angela and Andy. Despite fearing a repeat of Angela's long and traumatic first labour, after just 4 hours, Angela is ready to push. The speed's taken them by surprise, and Andy just made it back in time.
Did you get in bed?
I got on the settee.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm ready to push.
Right.
So I knew that I could cope with whatever amount of pain they were going to throw at me now. I know I could cope with it because his baby was on its way, really. But if she had said to me, oh, Angie, you're only 5 centimetres dilated, I would have definitely gone for the pain relief. Oh, I'm getting another one, Sandra. I feel pressure.
Yeah, just push against the pressure.
The pain carried on, and then I don't know, it was really strange because it just changed. It slightly changed, and I could feel this pulsating, like this real wanted to push for the first time. I actually wanted to push.
It's Andy's second time around as a birthing partner, and he's obviously perfected his technique.
Andy was fabulous actually during this. He was a lot more quiet than last time. He was very vocal last time, Andy.
Strength.
I think I had to be different this time because Angie's mum was with us last time and I was just scared, stood above her shoulders last time, so I know she needed me there for her. Plus the birth was a lot easier this time and the labour seemed to go a lot easier and a lot quicker, so I just tried to be there for her because she was doing great. I just tried to support her in whichever way I could.
Really hard. Go on.
Go on. Go on. Really hard. Go on, Angela. Get angry with it. Go on. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh.
She's sat at the back.
Baby.
Yeah, I can see it. It's got nowhere.
Has it not? The other one was full of hair.
Ginger as well.
And I kept saying to the midwife, "Is the baby moving?" Because when I was with Joe, Joe never moved. I mean, he was stuck for like an hour, which is why they did the ventouse. So I was paranoid, you know, that this baby wasn't moving. So I kept saying to the midwife, "Is this baby moving? Is it moving?" And they kept saying, "Yeah, it's moving, Angie. It's moving. Keep on pushing." You just don't feel like it's moving, do you? I think it's one push and it's out. Not
Yeah,
really.
it's just like sticking there, sort of thing.
It was like
It's
that.
really
Joe was
like
like that.
concentrate.
So they like kind of willed me on to really start to push. So then I really started pushing very, very strong. And I could feel the baby coming on the birth canal. I could actually feel the baby's head moving down. And that was the most amazing thing I think I've ever gone through, to actually feel that. Which is why I was so overwhelmed of having a good birth. you know, because I could actually feel what I was doing was actually working at this point, and I could feel it moving. So when she got near to, obviously, to the opening, I could feel the head. Before it actually came out, I could actually feel the head there. It was fabulous. I can feel it, yeah.
Can you feel it?
Yeah. I'm just going to the bottle on, just want to swig.
As the baby edges forward, it's vital Angela listens to the midwife carefully. To push, when only a pant is needed, could mean stitches, and we don't want that.
Oh gosh. She was saying, don't push, now pant, now breathe heavy. She was saying all these key words, and I was just very focused on what she was saying to me, because I wanted this child delivered safely.
Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Go on, Angela, keep pushing, keep pushing. That's it, that's it.
I can see some of it.
Go on. Go on, brilliant.
I was ready to catch her. I was ready for this baby to go on my chest, because I didn't have that last time. And like I said before, I was oblivious to it last time. So I didn't have any of this, I didn't experience any of this, and that's my only regret. I think about having Joe is that they kind of, because it was quite traumatic, and they really did yank him out. They took him straight off me. So I gave birth, and then they moved him. They just kind of showed him me and took him off me. And I didn't get him back then for a few minutes. Whereas this baby, I kind of wanted to feel everything, you know. So my hands were kind of ready to catch this child, you know, to put her on my chest as soon as she was born.
After an ultra-quick labour, baby Gabriella finally makes an appearance. But the emotion of the moment seems to have affected Andy's eyesight.
What have you got? I don't know. What have we got? Where is it? Have you look in? Oh.
Oh, it's a little hard.
What is it? It's not.
Is it not?
Is it a girl?
Oh, I thought it was hard.
Once this baby comes out, and you see this baby, everything that you've experienced, every amount of pain that you've gone through just goes. It just goes, and it's like someone's kind of like plunked your body back for you. You know, I mean, obviously you're very tired, but you just forget completely the pain that you've been through. You know, and you just focus on this little baby.
Oh.
Gabrielle.
Good morning, Gabriella. What time is it? 20 to 5. 20 to 5.
She said, cut the cord, and he was like, no, she said, cut the cord. So he cut the cord, and then he kind of got a bit emotional, you know. And then they put the baby on my chest, and like I said, it was the most magical experience that he could ever go through. Perfect. She's like,
She is.
she's a beauty, aren't you?
When Gabriella came out, it was amazing. It was really emotional again. I didn't think I'd fill up like I did with Joe, but unfortunately I did again.
Andy's the most unemotional person that you'll ever meet. He's not an emotional person, Andy. He never shows any emotion really, and he just started to cry.
Very touching.
Yeah, fabulous. Beautiful. Yeah. It was like looking at Joe. Yeah. She was gorgeous.
But it's a wonderful experience actually seeing your baby come into this world. I recommend it to anyone.
You can't have a great labour because it's the most painful thing that you'll ever go through in your life, really. But it's also the most magical thing that you'll ever go through in your life. This is Gabriella Rose Cleland. Okay, she's 10 days old. She was born the 11th of April at 4:40 in the morning. She's an absolute dream of a baby. She's sleeps and eats.
So
and that's
contented and
very
well-natured.
contented. Yeah, very contented, well-natured baby.
I don't think either me or Angie were looking forward to the birth because she's carried so badly. But the birth went a dream, and since she's been born, she's been an absolute dream as well. And it couldn't have gone better really. seeing as Joe was so traumatic.
Yeah.
And she's just a little angel and we're so happy with her.
But is every member of the family as happy as Mum and Dad?
Joe's great with the baby. He's really good. He's just very rough. Obviously, so when he rocks her to sleep, he really rocks her to sleep. But it's just hard to divide your time between two babies.
Ringing the bell, Joe.
Ring it, go on.
Pull. Like the fireman does. Oh, it's very good. I'm a lot more hands-on with Gabby, but Angie still does the majority of work. I was a nervous wreck with Joe. I'm not with Gabby, but Angie's still a lot better with Gabby. And like I said, she's a fantastic mother. She's a real natural, whereas I'm not. But I am a lot more hands-on, a lot more confident this time. Plus, I'm keeping Joe occupied.
I'm really enjoying her. Really enjoying every minute of it. Really, it's great, and because she's such a good baby, it makes everything even easier.
You don't even know she's here.
No, because I think your first baby, it's such a culture shock that you think, oh my God, my life's finished and it's over, and it's changing nappies and feeding and getting up through the night, and that's hard at the time, But this now is easy. Maybe it's because I'm used to having such a demanding little boy, and we're playing with him all the time. That this now is extremely easy.
A bad experience first time around led Angela and Andy to dread their second baby's birthday. But Gabriella Rose arrived after just 4 hours and 40 minutes in labour. What a star.
No more for us.
No more. It's nice that we've got a boy and a girl now, I think. Saying that, 2 boys would have been fabulous, would have been equally as nice, but it's just lovely that we've got a boy and a girl, so now that makes everything complete.
We've got two happy, healthy, beautiful children, that's all anyone could ever wish for, really.
And we're done now.
Yeah, no more.
No more now.